So the next few pages here in this plan set, we're just going to classify as miscellaneous. First one being a joint layout plan. So because this is being concrete in the paving area, they have a joint layout plan. And if we look here, we can see that we've got a tool joint versus a doweled joint, and gives us the details of how that should be done. Again, the notes over here and different information about where those types of joints should be. So that would be the, again, the joint layout plan. Another one here is a truck route plan. So for the fuel trucks would come in, you can see how they would access and fill the tanks and then exit out of the project. So it just kind of gives a pattern and the radius, and they've showed that this is actually calculated. There's a software that calculates turning radiuses and everything. So that's how they determine the radius of these returns, and to make sure that you don't put something here because the truck won't be able to get through. Here is a landscape plan, so where they're going to place any vegetation, trees, possibly irrigation, shrubs and whatnot. So typically this would probably be the landscape sub-consultant would use this, but again, you could comp these locations and send them to a SiteWorks device and stake out the locations for this information. Another plan is here's the irrigation plan. So they actually separated this one out from the landscape plan. So here's where all the irrigation would go. So same thing here. This would be for the irrigation company. They could use a GPS or business center to comp this and stake it out. Some details. So, and you can see here in this case, they put all the details or majority of details at the end of this plan set. So here are the some sign details, some curb sidewalk details over here. We've got our concrete sidewalk section over there. We've got our dumpster pad and dumpster walls, right? So details about the project. Here's all some of the storm sewer information, trenching, waterline trench, valve setting. All right, so a lot more details about the actual project. Utility details here. Here's where it's like the propane storage facility is going to be for storing, filling propane tanks, and other information as well. Then we got the more trench details, so sewer trench here. So again, the backfill, how it should be designed or dug. So if we zoom in on that, we can take a look and see. Oops, get out of that for a second and zoom down. You can see the different, backfill, selected material, the pipe bedding, and so forth on the different sewer trench installations. And again, this is a different county, so they have slightly different requirements. Some of them are probably similar to the subdivision project, which was Henrico County, but you can see that certain counties have their own set of standards. The next page is basically getting into, looks like the visual alarms for the pump station and stuff. So that's, basically that complete set. And again, just a little bit different than the subdivision plans, but basically generally having, your cover sheet, your site plan, your grading plan, your utility plan, any profiles are required, and your details are kind of what make up most plan sets. And again, wanting to have a construction set. Now, I could use this entire set of plans to build this model. It would be advantageous, obviously, to have the CAD data, but I could use the layout between the combination of the layout plan and the grading plan to build whatever model I need. And it's going to depend on how that contractor is going to use, whether it's off machine equipment or on machine equipment, whether he's using laser for grading the pad, since it is a relatively flat pad. That might be the course that they go with, but the data and understanding how to find that data on the plan sets would be advantageous.